The Jeered began before the first shot was fired. From fortified ridgelines and hovering command platforms, the Vakesh Dominion watched the human forces deploy across the ash plains of Corvi. Laughter crackled openly over shared battle channels. Deliberate, mocking, cruel. That's it, a Vakesh commander sneered. Those are the famous humans. The human troops advancing below looked unimpressive. No towering war forms. No glowing energy shields. No planet-cracking artillery rolling into view. Just lines of soldiers in dark armor, moving steadily through smoke and debris. The Vakesh were a conquest species, bred for intimidation. Their armies relied on shock, terror, and overwhelming visual dominance. They crushed morale before crushing bodies. Humans, by comparison, looked almost ordinary. Begin the broadcast, the Vakesh High Marshal ordered. Let the galaxy witness how death worlders break. Across multiple systems, the feed went live. Vakesh artillery thundered first, turning the planes into fire. Explosions swallowed entire human platoons. At least, that's what the Vakesh believed. When the smoke cleared, the humans were still advancing. Silent, organized, unbroken. Strange, a Vakesh officer muttered. Increase fire. More bombardment. Plasma. Kinetic strikes. Sonic disruptors. Everything the Dominion used to annihilate resistance. Still the humans came. No battle cries. No visible panic. Just disciplined forward motion. The jeering faded, replaced by confusion. Then the humans stopped. Across the line, every human unit halted simultaneously. They knelt, planted anchors into the ground, locked formations. The Vakesh laughed again. They knew already. A Vakesh warlord leaned forward. Finish them. That was when the ground behind the human lines opened. Not exploded. Opened. Massive silhouettes rose from concealed bunkers buried deep beneath the plains. They were not tanks. Not walkers. Not ships. They were something else entirely. Heavy. Dense. Purpose-built. Ironclad Legion units. The Legion had not been deployed in centuries. Most species believe it was a myth, a human legend exaggerated by rumor. Walking fortresses piloted by elite human formations, used only when annihilation was not enough. Each ironclad towered over the battlefield, layered in adaptive armor thicker than starship hulls. Their footsteps cracked the planet's crust. Their presence bent targeting sensors. The Vakesh laughter died instantly. "What is that?" someone whispered. Human command finally opened a channel. A single voice spoke, calm, steady, unmistakably human. "You were warned," the commander said. "You chose to mock instead." The Ironclad Legion advanced. Vakesh weapons fired everything at once. It didn't matter. Plasma dispersed across shield lattices. Kinetic rounds flattened harmlessly. Sonic weapons shattered against counter-resonance fields. Every attack was absorbed, analyzed, and rendered obsolete in seconds. Then the Legion returned fire. Not wildly. Precisely. Each ironclad selected targets based on command hierarchy, logistics hubs, and morale centers. Vakesh war engines vanished in controlled detonations. Fortresses collapsed inward, not outward, minimizing collateral damage while maximizing structural failure. The humans were not destroying the battlefield. They were dismantling an army. Human infantry advanced behind the ironclads, protected, coordinated, unstoppable. Wherever they moved, resistance folded. The Vakesh tried to retreat. They couldn't. Ironclad units repositioned with terrifying speed, sealing escape corridors. Drones deployed suppression fields. Communications died. The galaxy watched as a conquest species, feared for millennia, began to break. "Cease fire," the Vakesh High Marshal screamed. "Cease!" The broadcast cut. The battle ended 42 minutes after the Ironclad Legion emerged. When the dust settled, the plains of Corvi were silent. No human casualties above projected minimums. No civilian centers damaged. No unnecessary destruction. The Vakesh military was gone. Not defeated. Neutralized. Later, at an emergency Galactic Council session, delegates demanded answers. Why deploy such overwhelming force? One asked. They were already retreating. The human representative, a veteran general, replied evenly. They laughed at our soldiers. The chamber fell silent. We do not punish mockery with anger, the general continued. We correct it with certainty. Footage of the battle was archived under restricted classification. The Ironclad Legion returned underground. Human troops redeployed without celebration. But the lesson spread faster than the footage ever could. Across the galaxy, military doctrines were rewritten. No species mocked human ground forces again. Because everyone now understood the truth. Human troops were not weak. They were the warning. The Ironclad Legion was the answer. And by the time you saw them, it was already over.